Hello again everybody, back again, yet another haul of vinyl. I just can't believe what I'm finding at the moment. It's just like there's so much around and it's all going for really quite good prices. Yeah, so this is a bit of a smaller one, haul, but I have got a massive eBay haul coming up, so that might be split into more than one video, but going to do this one. So this is a mix of stuff I've got off eBay, a few from a charity shop. Yeah, charity shop and eBay this. Now, so the first one is this one. And this is Ian Hunter, short back and sides. There's the back. Nice moody picture of him. I've played this record quite a few times now. First time I really wasn't that impressed with it. I thought it was a bit Then I played it again and I thought, side 2 of the record's pretty good actually. And I played it again and I realised that it's not a bad record at all. It's a pretty solid record. First, he seems to be at a bit of a crossroads because he doesn't seem to. Oh, he's the lead singer of Motley Hoople, by the way, if you don't know. Who were a brilliant early 70s band, tied in with Bowie, wrote all the young dudes, well, he gave all the young dudes to him. But Ian Hunter on this album seems to be sort of where he didn't know what to do next. That's better. He didn't really know what to do next. So you've got things like, his typical barroom rock on the first side. There's a bit of an experimental track called Noises, last track on that side, and then on the B side it's all sorts of stuff. You've got rock, you've got ska, or punk ska, which is mainly due to the presence of Mick Jones and Top Head on from the Clash appearing on this. The record was produced, well, Mick Ronson's on it as per usual, but the record was produced by Mick Ronson and Mick Jones, so there's quite a clashy influence to some of this. Most tracks are really good. Tracks I really like, Gun Control and Theatre of the Absurd, but there is an awful disco-y sort of effort, which is Leave Me Alone, which is atrocious, but the rest of the record is pretty solid. So that's that one. Next one I got is the Four Seasons, and this is the Genuine Imitation Life Gazette. Now, I can't remember where I first found out about this record. I can't remember if it was on another Vinyl Community video or whether I just happened to chance upon it on Spotify, I don't know. Or maybe it was when I was looking for psychedelic soul records online, information about them, but this came up, not because it's soul, but because it's not really psychedelic either, but it's such a late 60s album. It's now of course Four Seasons are well known for Frankie Valli and Sherry and Walk Like a Man and all that stuff, but this is well different. Beautiful vocal harmonies on this, but the songwriting is more like they're taking a leaf out, I don't know, the Kinks sort of thing. It is just really good. The harmonies, as I said, are beautiful, as they should be from a vocal group like the Four Seasons. There's the back cover, so it's made to look up like a newspaper. This is the British pressing, so it's a different cover. The American pressing, I think, looks all like this on both sides of the cover, I think. But I am so happy I got this because it is a great record. And I reckon I'll put that on tomorrow morning when I'm lying in bed and just listen to that. So, Genuine Imitation Life Gazette, loving that. Then I got a couple of records from an eBay seller who was in Exeter, so I didn't even have to pay postage on these. I just met him in the centre of town and picked him up. The first one is Wasp, and it's their first album. There's the front cover. Back, Blackie Lawless. Quite nice inner sleeve. And it's this is a really good rock record. Really, really good. Heavy, and as Doom Paul would like, a bit cheesy. So I think he would probably like it. Really enjoyed listening to this, because up to before this, I think I had a couple of their singles. But this is a really good 80s metal album. Not really hair metal, a bit heavier than that. Although to look at them on the back, you'd think they're a complete hair metal band. But anyway, looking at that was good. Good listen. Next one fills up a big gap in my collection. Whitesnake, 1987, or Whitesnake if it's in the US, but in the UK it was released as 1987. I've had the Still of the Night single for years and years, and I keep dragging it out and playing it, and I never got around to buying this album, but it's really good. I mean, it's typical late 80s rock. I wouldn't call it metal because it's not really what Still of the Night is, but really enjoyed listening to it. You know, Give Me All Your Love, Crying in the Rain, Bad Boys, Still of the Night, of course. But this is a big hole in my collection. I should have bought this absolutely donkeys years ago, but I never got around to it. So there you go, Whitesnake 1987. Got the lyrics. Little, there we go. And just a fairly plain label there. But top-notch condition that was. I mean, this one only cost £2, which I'm really chuffed about. The next ones came from a charity shop. I go there every so often, and they often excuse me, and they often have some interesting stuff. A lot of rubbish, but now the first one from here, I really am not into jazz or easy listening of any kind, but I've now got 2 records by Peggy Lee, and I just think her voice is brilliant. I don't know that I would, unless this had been really cheap, there's no way I would have picked it up, but it's Peggy Lee and George Shearing, Beauty and the Beat. It's actually a fake live album. They should have, it's meant to be, the write-up on the back makes it look as though it was a live album at the, where is it? The live at the National Disc Jockey Convention in Miami, Florida, which is rubbish because it was done in the studio and overdubs done on top. But it's really good. For this kind of piano-led jazz pop, I really like it. I mean, it's quite bluesy in places, which is right up my alley. There's a couple of George Shearing instrumentals on here which I could live without, but really enjoyed listening to that, so I'm going to keep looking out for Peggy Lee because I really like her as a vocalist. One of my favourite films is Lawrence of Arabia, and I've seen this a few times, usually in really beaten up shape, but this one's not in bad condition actually. For a, I don't know how old this is, when was it? I think it was released in 1960, I think, or somewhere around there. So for a 56-year-old record, it's in pretty good shape. And I just love it. It's a really good listen, this soundtrack. Lots of Middle Eastern influences on the music, of course, because of the nature of the film. But it's such a lovely score. So I recommend listening to that if you've never listened to it. And I recommend the film even more because it is absolutely beautiful to look at. I also got the Beach Boys, Keeping the Summer Alive. There's a back. I mean, this isn't a great Beach Boys album. It really isn't. It's alright. There's a few decent tracks on here. I think Endless Harmony was one. Oh Darling's on here. Keeping the Summer Alive, the track I think I remember. I only listened to this once, and I probably will listen to it again. But to be honest, I'd rather put Beach Boys Party on at the moment. But I keep looking out for Beach Boys records now. So that's two artists I really look out for, Peggy Lee and the Beach Boys, because they seem to be all over the place. You can pick them up for dirt cheap. Right, so there's that one. And the last two, a couple of 12 inches, these were a blind buy in every sense of the word. They are lined. Now this one is the Transmission EP, and this one is the Meltdown EP. Now I hauled these out because I like the look of the covers. I thought, right, this has got to be sort of 90s indie noise, not noise, but like the kind of shoegazy sort of stuff. But I thought that's what the covers look like. They're on Holistic Records, which I've never heard of. But what really captured my attention was on one of them. That one, Transmission EP. It's got treatments and mix by Robert Hampson. Now, if you don't know who Robert Hampson is, maybe you've heard of a band called Loop, who were one of the most crushingly heavy indie bands in the late 80s. I've got some of their records and they are absolutely brilliant. Robert Hampson was a singer. So I thought, right, okay, so if he's done the mix, it's got to be fairly good. So I bought both of them, and I'm so glad. So glad. I haven't heard that one, but this one is absolutely superb. It is that kind of droney, shoegazy, quite heavy indie. There's not much information about them, apart from their names, Debrina Barrett and Floyd Jensen. But if you do run across a copy of these, then I really recommend them. So there's, one more time, there's the Transmission EP, and the back, it's just got a plain black, but this one, plain back inner, but this one came with poster, just the cover. And this one didn't come with anything, I don't think, just a plain cover, yeah, just a plain cover, there's the label anyway. Is that right, Lorraine? I can't see from here. But yeah, really good, so happy with those two. Right, so that's it, just a little one. Well, it's still taking nearly 13 minutes to do. So thanks a lot for watching. Thank you for the new subscribers. Absolutely delighted that more people are watching. Thanks to what is it? Flatboat with a Beard talking about records, I think, because his knowledge of country music is brilliant. I mean, it's something that I'm kind of getting into a little bit, and I haven't really got a clue about it. But I saw his first video and it is really cool. There's a couple of records that I found out about that I really would like to get to own. I don't know if I'll ever run into them, you never know. But thanks for that. So keep spinning, keep rocking, keep videoing, keep watching, and I'll see you all soon. Bye!